welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are looking at some lovely designer series paper called Wrapped in Plaid 6x6 speciality designer series paper, because it has speciality means it's got something special on it. So you can see, I hope, that this has got lovely gold flecks running through it. Now, that's the piece I'm going to use, so I'm moving that out of the way. If you're in the UK, you'd call it tartan, not plaid. But it's called plaid in the catalogue, but I would call it tartan. You can see lots and lots of lovely tartan patterns on that side, and each side has got the gold foil on it to just give it a bit of extra sparkle. Turn it round the other side. I've got one facing the wrong way, but turn it round the other side and you've got patterns without the gold foil. So there's oh, those are nice, aren't they? Stockings and holly and deer and spots. This tree is really lovely because it actually matches the pine tree punch, so you can punch them straight out without having to do anything else. Little pine cones. Oh, those are quite nice. You've got some reindeer. So lovely, double-sided. You can do lots and lots with it. However, I thought today we would have a go at doing some little pyramid boxes. Now, these are, as you can see, they're complete little pyramids. Really sweet. Now, the little embellishment on there actually is an absolute bargain at the moment. It's in our clearance rack. Pop along over there because you can pick up a whole pack of these lovely little ones, gold, silver and sort of a pinky colour. And yeah, they're in the clearance rack. So they fitted just perfectly. And I thought, because the paper is so pretty, you don't need a huge amount on there. Now, they open by literally just pulling this little piece out here. It opens up like that. You can open it this way like that, and if you have a look inside, I hope you can see, you could actually fit quite a lot of little treats in there. You could fit a little piece of jewellery, anything that you really want to put under the tree, or have a little basket by the door as stocking fillers for anybody that you want them to go in. And then, as I say, this piece just literally tucks in here quite nicely, folds back up to that seam, and you've got this lovely little box. So let's have a go at making it. You need just one piece of 6x6. So you can make 4 out of the 12x12s, or as I say, 1 out of the 6x6. Now we need to divide this paper into thirds. Now, the easiest way of doing this is with the scoreboard. So I've got the scoreboard out. Make sure that it's, yes, it is in shot. So we are going to score it very quickly, just at 2 inches and at 4 inches. Okay, if you haven't got a scoreboard, just take a ruler, measure 2 inches and measure 4 inches, and then you can do it that way. However you want to do it. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be reasonably easy to see. We'll just have to see as we go along, but you are going to fold it along those crease lines, and then you can burnish it. Now, with this paper, obviously it is quite a detailed paper, so burnishing should be done gently. If you do it too over the top, you run the risk of actually cracking it, because, as I say, it's designer series paper. So then fold it in the two and just make sure that, oh, we've got that just a little bit out on there. So sometimes our paper isn't exactly, it can be cut a fraction of an inch over or under. So again, just make sure you've got it down into those thirds. Now we're going to open it up, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to see these lines relatively easily. On this first score line here, we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it against there, making a triangle. So up against that corner piece, make a triangle. And again, you can just burnish that down. Okay, then we are going to make thirds the other way. So if you turn the paper over, we're going to put this piece up, and you need to sort of curl it a little bit as you go, because being Designer Series paper, and this is quite a heavy weight, which is fantastic for cards. When you're doing something like this, you just need to be a little bit careful with it. So I tend to just bring my finger down and fold it very carefully along that crease first of all with my finger before I take the bone folder to it. So when you take the bone folder, again, do it quite gently. It will crack otherwise. You can take it over to the other side and again, just gently move it along. Don't need to do it too rough. Okay, so if we then open this piece out, we need to work on the opposite corner. So the opposite corner will turn it round. We can open this piece up now. So that's our opposite corner. And we are going to, exactly the same as we did before, we're going to fold this one in, and you can see you're folding it almost along that line on there. So you have another little triangle. So you've got two little triangles on both pieces. And again, you can turn it over and burnish it on the other side. If you're using cardstock, you can be a bit heavier with it. Okay, now with that piece folded, we're going to fold it into a triangle across. So keeping that piece in like this. And this is where you need to, this is me trying to get my head not in there. You're going to move this in on here like that. Okay, so you want to try and get your corners as neatly as you can. And again, I would just fold my finger along carefully first before you burnish anything, because as I say, it's very detailed cardstock, so it's not going to take too much, and you can take it on the other side as well, so you just have a crease. Okay, so we can now take this out, and when we open it up, you will have a cross that comes in the center. Okay, so while we've got that down on here, we've got this piece folded into the thirds, and we've got this piece folded into the thirds. We need to fold this piece in. So while that one's down, we're going to take the other half of this and we're going to fold it in up to that piece on here and against the other side, again as straight as you can get it. If you're not 100% accurate, you can get away with it. The neater you make it, the neater the actual the crispness of the points of the pyramid are when you've actually finished it. Okay, so we've now got that other side down. Okay, so we've got this one with a triangle, that one with a triangle, which is what we want. And we folded this one across, so that's got that triangle on there. And now we are going to take from this piece here, so we've got this piece folded up onto here, this triangle and that triangle. We're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it up to this edge here. So we're basically folding it in triangles, which will give us the pyramid at the end. So bring that one down there, and again run your finger across gently and try and get it as accurately as you can. Now I've got that just a little bit out on there, so I want to just try and ease that up just a little bit to try and get it in as accurately as I can. Okay, it's going to be a little bit out on that side, but that doesn't, as I say, it doesn't matter a huge amount on there. Okay, now we're going to take this piece, which naturally wants to fold up, and we're going to fold that up here. Okay, and then when we take it down, we're going to take this point and we're going to fold it across onto that little piece there. So that gives us just a little bit of a point there, and then as I say, we can give that a fold on there, and then we're going to fold this piece up like that. that gives us a little triangle on this piece. Then we can do exactly the same to the other side. So this side can go up like this. Okay, this little piece can go in this way. So fold it across so that it runs flat with a little point on there. Like that. And then that piece will fold up like that. Okay, so we've got those pieces in on there. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to open this up this way, out again. We're going to take this flap in and we're going to do exactly the same on the top here like that where it's folded. We're going to take this piece up here. Okay, and we've got that little piece folded in on there that we wanted, so we can fold it so it comes the other way. And by doing it both sides, you're just giving a... It's easier when you put it together because it's going to bend both sides. Okay, so this one comes up like that and we fold it. And then we're going to go, let's just make sure I've got that burnished as neatly as I can. So this piece, you can see it automatically wants to go up that way. So we're going to fold that way. Take this little piece and you can see that it's wanting to go that way because that's the way that we folded it the other side. But by doing it on both sides, it just gives that little bit of easier maneuverability when we get round to it. Okay, so now we are going to take this piece here, and if we look on, let's take this open again for a minute to make sure that we've got this piece in on that way so we can fold it up easily. And then we're going to take this piece and this is going to be folded. We should have a line down on there. Why haven't we got a line on there? Have we not folded this piece in half on there? Yes, we have. That one going up that way. That one going on that way. That one going on that way. That going up that way. Yep. And we had that one going up that way. Perfect. So they're all the same in exactly the same size. So we're going to take this piece in and we want this to fold down. And it's going to fold. You see where the point comes in on here? You're going to fold that across just inside it. If you fold it right to it, you will find that as you go to put the box together or the pyramid together, you're going to miss. It's just going to not catch in there properly. So we'll open that out. And then we'll take this one, and now you can see you've got that line anyway. So we're going to fold it across and just shy, so just inside it. Fold that back like that. I say it'll take you a few times to do it to actually get it where you want. Now, you're going to fold it like an envelope. So if we open this little flap here, and you're going to just pop this straight inside it. So again, it's a little bit of wiggling around, but it will slide into that slot completely. Can you see there the little slot? So you fold it out like an envelope and then it will lie nice and flat. Now, because we folded it on both sides, it's going to lie beautifully flat. If you fold it on one side, sometimes you can find that these don't want to bend. And I do it both sides with heavyweight Designer Series paper. Okay, so we've now got a little envelope with a flap on the top. If you put your fingers inside, you've got a great big space on there. And this is where that fold is and where that fold is, you are going to pinch it that way. Okay, you can see you've got your little triangular box. And because we folded it, this is when you fill it with your treats. So put whatever you want inside there. And as I say, there's quite a reasonable amount of room in there because it's a pyramid. Close it like that. This piece folds down flat like that. And then this piece, if you take this little corner and you just fold it in just a little bit, it will help close it better. So we're just going to take a little pinch off the top of there. Okay, so it's folded like that, nice and neatly. That piece comes over. We're going to take this piece, and that's going to go into, there's a slot there. So that we need to put into the little slot. Sure, I've got it nice and neatly folded. So I'll take this little slot. And again, it is just a little bit, you just have to wiggle it around a little bit and it will go in quite, oops, I had it there and then I talked and it wiggled out. But you just need to push it in like that. And once it's in, you then push. Okay, and you push and push and push until you get it right the way up to that line. Can you see the line that's there, which is the crease? So you can literally with your fingernail just move it in so it comes in nice and pointed. And there you have, it's not going anywhere. It stays closed absolutely beautifully. And you have this lovely pyramid. Decorate it however you want. You know, plain ones. Put a little bow on it. Put a little bit of embellishment however you want. But how sweet do they look in a little basket or a little box, or just scattered underneath the Christmas tree? How often is it that, you know, you've got people coming round over Christmas time and you suddenly think, oh my goodness, I haven't got anything to give. Pop little tiny gifts inside of these. Put them on the Christmas table. As I say, lots of little ideas with them, but I thought they were great fun to make. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you'll have a go. Thank you so much for watching me. Bye-bye.